Okay, time for video 2, part 3 of the ever massive shipping video because I never know when to shut the fuck up. I just realized I say fuck a lot. Fuck. Anyway, so I've gone through Annie's ships. I just did Sophia real quick, and I will try to smush Jay or Jai and Ben into one video because their ships are a bit more limited. I'll start off with Jay. Her OTP is of course Jay Ryan or Ryan Jay. No, she says sexual, so there really is no top or bottom, but you know, Jay Ryan, Ryan Jay, whatever sounds better. And Tori J. Ha ha ha. Hannah J. Hannah J. Hannah J. No, J Hannah. J Hannah. So OGP, Jay Ryan. You know, Ryan is just this really adorable, I think he's kind of dorky, Canadian Mountie who is just really sweet and who Tori hooked up with Jay, and I think they are just the sweetest little shits in the world. Because, you know, Jay probably isn't my most active character, especially right now, because her storyline is pretty thin because she doesn't socialize a lot, which is partly my fault, and partly comes into the account that she really isn't a social person, and my headcanon says that because of North Korea's history and because of their influence on the world and how the world sees North Korea, she has this very big stigma to her, and that, you know, she'll walk into the room for the capital or country meetings, and, you know, for the most part, you know, she just gets this look like, you know, she's some crazy fucked up wackadoo with nukes that are ready to come out of her ass and kill us all. So, you know, she has a good bit of issues going on, including depression, from the fact that, you know, her leaders are total wackos. She can't stand them. She wishes that, I think part of her wishes that she could just merge again with South Korea and be one big Korea. I don't know really what would happen if that happened to either personification along with Minky, but be interesting. Anyway, you know, I really think that she's just very lonely, depressed. She's anorexic. You know, more than half of the population of North Korea is starving, and being the country personification, that of course affects her. So she's very thin and very bony, and going into like character description, but she really needed someone who could be there for her and who could love her regardless of what her country is and what they do and say, and Ryan just happened to be the perfect guy for that. And, you know, he definitely looks past, you know, everything that her country is and just looks at her as the person, because Jay is one of those instances where the country has influenced her development and her character, but she's also a person separate, you know, and, you know, that doesn't totally reflect her character. So, moving on to Jay Tori. Jay and Tori are just the cutest best friends because they are very similar, which I did completely on accident. You know, I really didn't mean for Tori to be any kind of influence on Jay, but she really was. And Chris and I have talked about it, and part of it probably is because Chris has described the Kirkland clan as kind of this clan of misfits who no one wants, who come together and be a family, and they all want each other. So Jay kind of fits into that misfit category, obviously. You know, so they've just become really close friends. You know, Jay is kind of part of the UK family in a sense. We don't play canon characters, but I usually leave France and England up to Chris because I am not a really big Italian nerd, so I really don't know the personalities that well. Other than that, France is a perv. So there's all that, and I just think that Tori and Jay, if they ever were a couple, you know, the combination of the low sex drives would not be a problem. And they're just, I don't know, they're just really cute. Like, you know, I don't want to say Tori would be like the butch of the relationship because I hate that. But you know, Tori would be the somewhat more masculine one of the two, and yeah, they would just be cute. Okay, it's 2:30 in the morning. My explanations are shit. Hannah J. Honestly, I would ship this ship just for the sheer fact that Jay hates Hannah and the whole Japanese clan entirely. So that would just be interesting. It would probably end up being some sort of like Romeo Juliet star-crossed lovers kind of thing. Because my headcanon says that between Kiku Honda, between Kiku Honda and Jay, there is this very heavy tension, and I don't want to say hate, but a very, very strong dislike. Maybe a one-sided hate coming from Jay. I think that was all the ships that I named for Jay. So, yeah, because I really can't see her with anyone else other than that. And, I'm not fitting Jay and Ben into one video because I've now hit 7 minutes. So, ending with Jay, ending Jay here, and then picking up with Ben, and then, hopefully Babs won't be a two-parter, because if I have to upload 6 videos, y'all are gonna hate me. Yeah, bye.